Hi!
I'm Josh Elliott.
And I'm Dawson Royce.
And today we are reviewing I Can Only Imagine.
Imagine.
This movie was actually filmed here in
Yes,
our
it
hometown.
was.
I got to watch some of the filming, and a couple people that we know were like extras in the performance scene.
I looked for Daria. I didn't see her.
I didn't
and then
see
she
her
said
either.
she was on the front row, and I said,
Wow.
In this movie, it's about the song I Can Only Imagine and how it came to be. It goes back to whenever he was a little boy. His mom left him, his dad's abusive, he becomes a singer without his dad knowing, then he leaves, and then whenever he comes back, his dad is like, I'm a changed man, and he doesn't believe him at first, but he kind of grows into forgiving his dad. It just sets up this story for I Can Only Imagine, the song.
And this is a true story. You go into this movie knowing everything that's going to happen, but what happens isn't what matters, it's why it happens and how it happens.
And how it's portrayed.
So this is a Christian movie, and Christian movies have a tendency to not be very good. Have you seen the God's Not Dead movies?
Yes.
Because I think they're just very preachy.
It's very much, this is why we're giving you the story, and this is the only thing that we're going to focus on.
Yeah, it's very, we're right, you're wrong, this is why we're right, you need to listen to us or you're going to hell. I don't think that's how the Christian religion should be portrayed in media, but I think this movie does it right.
It portrays it in a way of forgiveness and not like, come to us now.
It doesn't tell you things, it shows you them, then it tells you. To like win the audience over first and then kind of be like, okay, now we're going to bring up God and how we believe that that played a definitive part in this story and in the forgiveness.
Whenever he says like, I saw God change him.
And this story warmed my heart.
I went into that movie trying to be critical. I couldn't be critical.
Yeah, I mean, there were little things.
Yeah.
This movie was obviously going to be kind of a little over dramatic and cheesy at times, simply because the song has had such an emotional impact on people. It's got to be overly emotional in like the final act. Like when he's performing the song at the end, I really didn't care how emotional that was, because that's the effect the song has on people. I did have problems though at the beginning. When his mom is leaving, the truck is pulling out of the driveway and he starts chasing after it and then he falls on his knees and starts screaming. It's such a movie moment. So many moments in this movie were deliberately made way too cinematic.
There was also that one cliche moment whenever he gets dropped off at the camp and the mom's like, you know I love you, right? It's always there.
I love the actors, especially the lead one. This is the first thing he has ever done.
I believe he's been on Broadway before, which is why I think they chose him because of the voice.
He's never done a movie before. Not even like a small role or like a short film or anything. This is his first thing.
And that's amazing.
Dennis Quaid I also really liked. At first I thought he was kind of playing a character almost, because he plays such the typical, oh, I'm an abusive dad and I'm angry and I'm gonna hit you. But then when you see him in the different time periods, I noticed very little changes with his character that I really liked.
I thought the girlfriend story was a little bit off to the side of the entire movie. It's there at the beginning, and then it's like semi through the middle, and then it's just like, oh, we're back.
Yeah, it kind of felt forced in at times. And I feel like they thought they had to put that in because it actually happened. I don't know what the extent of the stuff that's portrayed in the movie is true.
I wonder if he actually ran into the audience whenever he saw her.
That's probably another like movie moment thing. Going back to the whole how Christians are portrayed in movies, I liked how her character approached him. If this were a God's Not Dead movie, all of the characters that are Christians would be absolutely perfect human beings without any flaws whatsoever. But in this movie, they are good people, but the movie's not afraid to make them flawed. He breaks his girlfriend's heart. He tells her that he doesn't love her, and that's just out of fear of what's in store for the rest of his life. Even though he is a good guy and he tries to apologize to her over and over again, she rightfully
Ignores him.
Even though she says, I pray for you every night, but I'm not getting back together with you. I just like moments like that. That's what the Christian religion is about. It's not about being perfect, it's about being the best that you can be.
Can be with limitations.
Cloris Leachman has a solid 4 lines in this movie. She's an Oscar-nominated actress, and she has like 4 lines. She was very underused, because I like Cloris Leachman a lot. She's funny. Yeah, there's not much that I have to say about this movie, really. It has the typical flaws that you'd expect it to have, with cheesiness, cinematic movie moments that you know are probably going to be there simply because it's just a very emotional movie. But it does really work. The emotional moments do feel earned because this song really did have a huge emotional impact on so many people and on this guy's life. I loved the characters, and I loved that the movie wasn't afraid to make them flawed. Oh, the lead's also really funny. We didn't get into that, but he is hysterical. This isn't a perfect Christian movie, but I think this is how Christian movies definitely should be made. That made me very happy, so I'm gonna give it a 7.
I also really like this movie. I had some issues with the overdramaticness of like the first area, and like you said, the cliche movie moments, the girlfriend story being off to the side from the rest of the movie, which I feel was necessary in some parts to like keep the main message of the movie going along. It's a good Christian movie. I'm going to give it a 7.5.
So final verdict is a 7.3. So what did you think of I Can Only Imagine if you saw it? Also, do you think that this is how Christian movies should be made, like we were saying? Be sure to comment below and let us know. If you comment, I will write you a song. I promise.
A heartfelt song.
Yes, and it'll be amazing.
I'm not involved in this.
Yes, you are. You're in the review, so you're stuck. Peace out, guys.
Alright everybody, thanks for watching. Click here to subscribe and click here to watch our last video. Bye!